YouTube, what's going on? There's the mirrored glass on the car dealership. So I have this F-150 Lightning out. I have it out because I have a very small collection of packaged Greenlights. This is one of the very few Greenlight castings that I have mint in the package. I have this. I have two of the Vintage Ad Caprice. I have the blue collar Ford Bronco. That one has started to climb in price. It's like 20 to 30 bucks now. This one here is like a $50 truck. And that Vintage Ad Caprice is the same way. So I'm picking them pretty well, I think, as far as the ones that I predict will climb in value. And I do it on, I base it on a couple different factors. One of those factors is the regularity in which I think a casting will be released. So another casting that I predict will be a valuable one is the Tahoe in any civilian deco. So I would recommend, grabbing a couple of those, keeping those in the package. There's a couple others that I predict. I don't know them off the top of my head, but we're going to, one of them I'm going to show you here is a brand new tooling from Greenlight. But before we get into that one, I'm going to show you some cool Autoworld stuff. Real quick, too, we'll take a look at the 60 series. I got the rack attached with the spare tire, so this is complete. Awesome truck. I like it a lot. I think it came out really nice. Okay, so we'll start with some Autoworld stuff. I grabbed this Jeep Wrangler because of the wheels and tires. It's the first time that we've seen basically, this is the first casting that Autoworld has ever put these tires on, with the exception of the lifted square body. And it makes the Jeep just look so much more aggressive. What I don't like is they use the Johnny Lightning Safari rack. But it doesn't look bad. It's just, it's Johnny Lightning detail. It's not Autoworld detail. If they could get it right, like the shovel, if the shovel could be put on correctly where it's not like falling down. I don't know. Overall, though, I like the casting, which is why I grabbed it, because I don't buy a lot of stuff like this. Okay, some other Autoworld stuff. The Dodge Stealth. Now, they are doing the 3000 GT, so that casting is coming. The Stealth casting, I think, is not that good. The casting is good. It's the stance that is questionable. And I have the red one, the blue one, and the white one. And for some reason, the white one, the stance looks proper. It looks like they got it pretty close. So we'll see how the 3000 GT comes out. But I got this out because Greenlight, or Autoworld rather, have been doing some late model sports cars, including this Toyota Supra, which is basically just a stock model. This was the inaugural release of the casting. They have since released a few different variations with some different. I don't know if it's the front end that's different, but they have them. Well, here, let's take a look, because I got a new one here. Let's see what it looks like. I had to get the black because it just looks so killer in black. Now this one obviously has the spoiler, which the first release didn't have. A lot of people were critical about that. I was not one of them. But it looks very, very beastly in black with the chrome wheels. Now, I would prefer to have the silver wheels like the white one has. But I'm not going to complain and not going to change it. It's one of the rare times where I will leave the chrome wheels chrome. So really cool. I'm glad to get this one. And the other color is red. So here's the red one here. One of the nicest 1:64 scale Supras out there, in my opinion. Some of the tarmacs, they're just not, they don't have a good feel to them. They feel cheap. A lot of them don't roll. This is the whole package. It's a metal body, metal base. You know, the headlight lenses could be better. The spoiler, you know, that could be better. That looks kind of janky there where it attaches to the car. But overall, I think it looks pretty solid. So there are your two configurations, and I think they tooled it for 3. I think there are 3 configurations, but I don't remember exactly. But look at the weather stripping. You've got the tan interior, just super highly detailed. The door lines are very well defined. There aren't any crazy like shut lines with the hood. And the body lines on the car, they just look really good. There's the rear quarter angle. Very nicely done. All right, so I have 2 more new cars that I want to show you. And all of these just came in the mail today, so these last 2 I'm pretty excited about. So this one is a Para 64, which I don't buy a lot of Para. In fact, I don't currently own any of them until this one came. But with all the releases of these Land Cruisers, the 80 series, the LC100, and then you had Inno64 doing the 60 series. Well, Para did a 70 series. And the thing about the 70 series is I don't think that this Land Cruiser was ever commercially available in the United States. I think it pretty much went from the 60 series to the 80 series. So we never saw this one here in the US. Now, if it was available here, they didn't sell many of them because I cannot ever recall seeing a 70 series Land Cruiser on any streets in Arizona or Colorado where I have spent my life. But this is an awesome casting. So you have the upright swinging doors on the back, prototypical wheels with a full-size rubber spare, transparent lensed headlights, translucent lens taillights, all the indicator detail and the brake light up at the top of the rear, all of that is painted or tampo detail. All the badging is extremely well detailed there. You can see the Toyota 4-wheel drive. Over here we have the gas cap. You've got the Land Cruiser graphic there underneath the side view mirror. That's something that that they did for a long time, going back all the way to the old FJ Land Cruisers. In fact, that badging can be seen on the Johnny Lightning casting on the hood. But the tires are nice. The tires are a very soft rubber. So it's a super nice, super smooth rolling truck. And then the hood looks great. The front end looks great. And that's one thing I'll say about all of these 1/64 scale Land Cruisers that have been coming out from all the brands, Hikasi, Inno 64, GDC, and even here with the Para. The front end on all of these, they all look really, really good. Here's the Inno 64 front end, and here's the Para 64. So I love my Land Cruisers. So when I saw a really nice 1/64 scale 70 series, and it's priced right too, you know, like the Innos are about $25 shipped. You can get this one for $15 shipped. So quite a bit less money, and it's pretty close to the same level of detail. Now this one here is pretty heavily modified because it's lifted. These are not the tires or the wheels that came with it. The luggage rack didn't come with it. But the casting itself with the detail, very nice. So there's that. And then this last car that I want to take a look at is a Greenlight release. It is a hobby exclusive, but it's an Easter egg car. And I want to just say, Greenlight has a history of doing unofficial, unlicensed releases for movie cars. And they've done it everything from like the Dukes of Hazzard to the Fast and the Furious and so many more. There's probably a bunch that I don't even know about. And the only reason I know about the ones that I do is because I catch it. It's not because anybody reports on it or has told me. But here's an example. Greenlight Muscle Series 17. This is a Fast and Furious release. A lot of people don't know that. This is an unlicensed Fast and Furious release. If you look at these cars, Hot Wheels did a 5 or 6 car release that had these same cars in it. Same exact cars. The Primer Gray Chevelle, the Red Chevelle, the Black Charger, the Blue GTR. So Greenlight has been known to do this. Well, what they've done, here's the packaging. It is a hobby exclusive El Camino. It's a 1981 Chevy El Camino. This thing is so badass. I have to get another one because I predict this is going to be another one of those cars that's going to climb in price. First of all, the tooling is awesome. I've been seeing these pictures of it, you know, on eBay and Instagram, like the art, like renderings and the sample castings, and it just never looked good to me. It didn't look right. It didn't look correctly proportioned. But when you get it in person, it looks like a very nice 1980s box body Chevy, and it does look pretty well proportioned, especially when you take the camper off. I mean, that looks like a very legit El Camino to me. I love the wheels on it. Love the wheels. Although this front one looks like it's missing a little bit of paint. Let's see if we can improve our light here. So it's a gloss black with the silver rocker. It has the black vinyl top with the chrome trim and the red racing stripe. Now it does have painted headlight detail. Here's the front end. This leaves a little bit to be desired, the front view. But the silhouette is pretty awesome. Wheels and tires look really good. But here's the thing. This is another Easter egg car. And for those of you that have been collecting Greenlight since 2014 or 15, like I have, you will remember they did a Fleetwood Bounder, a Chrysler 300, and they did a Dodge Challenger, and also they did a red Monte Carlo. All four of those cars were for the Breaking Bad television show. All four of those were officially licensed. This is an unofficial licensed car for the movie El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. So it's the movie that tells the story of what happened after Jesse left the white supremacist compound after Walt killed Jack and his gang. This is the car that he left in. And this is 100% rendered after the car in that movie. Now, if you go online, you'll see some differing reports that some people say it's a 1978 El Camino, other people say it's a 1980, and some people say it's a 1981. But the reason that it's obvious, and I can say for a fact that this is that car, is if you look at the back of the car, it has a New Mexico. Hang on a second. I gotta clean my lens is all foggy, so let me see if I can clean that up. It has a New Mexico license plate with the 603 T5H plate number. That is the license plate from the car in the movie. So this is 100% the El Camino from the movie El Camino. So this is an unlicensed movie car, and that is going to increase its collectability when people catch on to that. So far, I haven't heard anybody mention anything about it. But another thing, worth mentioning is in that movie, when there's a flashback, Todd, when they're holding Jesse captive to do their cooks, Todd asks him to help him with a favor, and they go to Todd's apartment because Todd needs his help putting the topper on the car. And the reason for that is because he has a body that he needs to dispose of. So this is 100% the car from the Breaking Bad movie. They didn't get the licensing for it, so the package doesn't say anything about it. But the license plate confirms my suspicion, and I love this casting from Greenlight. It's going to look so good next to my Chevy Caprice castings that I have. It's just an awesome looking 1980s Chevrolet. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you guys my new haulage. I have a couple more cars coming tomorrow, but not anything that I don't think they're video worthy. It's just going to be the all-terrain series Jeep Renegade, the yellow one that's lifted, and also the all-terrain Chevy Tahoe in black. So those are the only ones coming tomorrow. Now the Tahoes, I'm gonna buy every Tahoe casting that's released in a civilian deco. So far there's only 3, but there's more coming. So anyways, leave your thoughts and comments below. I'm curious what you guys think about the El Camino. I think it's just awesome. So glad they did it. Even though it is not an official licensed release, they did enough to tell us that that's exactly what it is. I mean, it matches up. Everything from the wheels to the vinyl top. This is exactly the car from the movie. And another thing too, if you look online at all the El Caminos that Greenlight has coming out, they have a vintage ad car. They have, I think there's a hobby shop. There's quite a few that are coming out. None of them look even close to this good, in my opinion. I think this could be the only super sport that they've done so far. Or that they planned so far, because this is the first release of this casting. I don't think this car has technically hit the shelves yet. So I would jump on it. I'm going to go grab one more, at least maybe one or two more for just to hold on to. And here's the Land Cruiser 70 series, and of course the two Autoworld Supras. So thank you for watching, everybody. I will holler at you all at the next video. Oh, I forgot the Jeep here. I gotta finish this diorama. But yeah, if I do another diecast purchase with, anytime I get 3 or 4 cars or more, I'll throw a video up. But I'm not going to do the video tomorrow just because those 2 cars they're not anything exciting. And, there's quite a few reviews already on YouTube for those. But there aren't too many reviews yet for these 4 cars. So, all right, you all take care. I'll holler at the next video.